The View co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Oh my goodness, you will not believe what just happened on The View. It was supposed to be just another ordinary morning, but honey, nobody, and I mean nobody, could have predicted the absolute chaos that Sunny Hostin unleashed. We all know Sunny never holds back with her hot takes, right? But this time she crossed a line that has everyone's jaws on the floor. Her latest on-air tirade didn't just ruffle feathers, it sent feathers flying across the entire studio. Viewers are absolutely stunned, critics are having a field day, and even her co-hosts looked like they wanted to crawl under their chairs and disappear. I'm telling you, this fallout isn't just threatening her reputation, her entire career is hanging by a thread. Was this the most explosive moment in The View's history? Grab your popcorn because we're about to dive into all the juicy details.
Sunny Hostin of The View, who's constantly raging about race and reparations and how bad America is and its racial past and all this stuff.
So here's exactly how the drama unfolded. The ladies were having their usual heated discussion about voter behavior and political influence. Standard fare for the show, right? But then Sunny decided to take things in a direction that left everyone gasping. With fire in her eyes and frustration dripping from every word, she boldly declared that non-college educated white women have been actively working against their own interests in elections. And trust me, she was just warming up. It's like they've been programmed to uphold a system that continues to harm them, she argued, doubling down as her co-hosts squirmed uncomfortably in their seats. The tension in that studio was so thick you could cut it with a knife. But Sunny wasn't done dropping bombs. She pressed on with, "The other reason we're stuck in this cycle, and honestly, I'm tired of pretending otherwise." The reaction was immediate and explosive. Poor Alyssa Farah Griffin, clearly mortified, tried to push back, saying, "You can't lump an entire group of people together like that." But Sunny? Oh, she was on a mission. Her voice sharpened like a dagger as she fired back, "Why not? The numbers don't lie, Alyssa. It's not my opinion, it's reality. Someone needs to say it." The audience, usually quick with their applause and reactions, sat in shocked silence. Even Whoopi Goldberg, who usually knows exactly how to diffuse tension or shift gears, appeared absolutely speechless. And then, as if the producers were screaming into their headsets, the show abruptly cut to commercial. The sudden break only added to the drama, leaving viewers at home wondering what in the world had just happened.
Today's video comes to us from Sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in Sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry. For context, Sunny is a staunch supporter of reparations and has made a fortune spewing nonsense about white privilege and racial justice.
When the show finally returned, the atmosphere had completely shifted. It was like walking into a room where everyone had just been arguing but immediately pretends everything is fine when you enter. The conversation was steered in a totally new direction, but honey, the damage was already done. Clips of Sunny's comments spread like wildfire online. I mean, within minutes, social media was absolutely flooded with reactions. People were fuming, calling Sunny out for making what they saw as blatantly racist and sexist remarks. Sunny Hostin has officially lost it. How can she sit there and generalize an entire group of women like that? It's disgusting, one viewer tweeted. Another fired back, "If a white man said something like this about women of color, his career would be over. Why is Sunny getting a pass?"
I was surprised when she mentioned his sense of humor.
But here's the tea. This isn't even the first time Sunny has landed herself in scorching hot water for her controversial statements. Over the years, she's built quite the reputation for making inflammatory comments that often leave large sections of the audience absolutely fuming. In one particularly infamous moment, Sunny blamed white mediocrity for the lack of diversity in leadership roles. "If you're white, you don't even have to be excellent. You just need to be average and you'll get ahead," she once said, igniting a firestorm of outrage among viewers who accused her of perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Critics absolutely slammed her remarks as divisive and unproductive, but did Sunny back down? Absolutely not. She remained completely unapologetic, insisting she was simply speaking truth to power. And who could forget her fiery comments about Latina and white women voters during a previous election cycle? Sunny boldly claimed that Latino men and non-college educated white women were voting against their own communities by supporting certain candidates. She even went as far as to say these groups were actively contributing to their own oppression, a statement that drew fierce backlash from both conservative and progressive circles. Sunny Hostin's rhetoric is dangerous and completely out of touch. One political commentator fumed at the time. She's alienating the very people she claims to want to help. Even Sunny's co-hosts have struggled to navigate her more controversial moments. During one heated discussion, Joy Behar was visibly exasperated as Sunny made sweeping generalizations about white women's voting habits. "I just don't see how this kind of language helps anyone," Joy said, desperately trying to rein in the conversation. But Sunny refused to back down, doubling down on her claims and leaving the panel visibly divided. Moments like these have left many questioning whether Sunny's presence on the show is becoming more of a liability than an asset. Yikes.
Anna went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, you know, Manny is younger and he's
How much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he? Like a month or a year or 10 years?
5 years. It's more than a year.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not about me.
The backlash to her latest comments has reached absolutely staggering heights, with some critics calling for her removal from the show altogether. Hashtags like #Fire Sunny Hosting began trending on social media, with users demanding accountability from the network. If ABC doesn't take action, they're complicit in allowing this kind of rhetoric to go unchecked, one angry viewer declared. The outrage has even spilled over into mainstream media, with several outlets publishing absolutely scathing op-eds accusing Sunny of perpetuating divisive narratives.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
The controversy has also reignited passionate debates about double standards in media. Many are questioning why Sunny seems to face fewer consequences for her comments compared to others in similar positions. If a male host said something even remotely close to what Sunny has said, he'd be out of a job by now. Why is she being protected? Viewers demanded to know. Others have pointed out the glaring hypocrisy of Sunny's own critiques, noting that her comments often contradict the inclusive values she claims to champion. Despite the growing backlash, Sunny appears completely unfazed. In a brief statement, she defended her remarks, saying, "These are conversations we need to have, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. I am not here to sugarcoat the truth." Her defiance has only added fuel to the already raging fire, with critics accusing her of doubling down instead of taking responsibility. Sunny Hostin is the definition of tone-deaf. She clearly doesn't care about the damage her words cause, one furious commenter wrote.
And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history.
But wait, it gets even juicier. In the wake of the uproar, rumors have begun circulating about growing tensions behind the scenes at The View. Sources claim that Sunny's co-hosts are increasingly frustrated with her combative style and unwillingness to compromise. There's definitely tension. The other hosts feel like they're constantly walking on eggshells around her, one insider revealed. While the network has yet to comment on these rumors, the speculation is adding another layer of drama to an already explosive situation. And then there's the burning question of Sunny's future on the show. While The View has always thrived on its diverse perspectives, some are wondering whether Sunny's presence is doing more harm than good. Critics argue that her polarizing comments are alienating viewers and damaging the show's reputation. The View used to be about fostering meaningful dialogue. Now it feels like it's just about creating controversy for the sake of ratings. One disappointed longtime fan lamented.
Wow. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah.
As the fallout continues to snowball, all eyes are on ABC to see how the network will handle this PR nightmare. Will they stand by Sunny, or will they cave to the mounting public pressure and take action? And what does this mean for the future of The View? One thing is crystal clear: the drama is far from over, and Sunny Hostin remains at the eye of this raging storm. But with her history of inflammatory remarks and the mounting backlash, the question isn't just whether Sunny will survive this latest scandal. It's whether her career can withstand the firestorm that's brewing. Stay tuned, because this tea is still piping hot.
Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme.
But hold on to your seats, because Sunny Hostin's explosive on-air comments weren't the only storm brewing around her. Just as the fallout from her controversial remarks on The View was reaching fever pitch, a new scandal erupted, this time hitting much closer to home. If you thought Sunny's bold statements about race and gender were polarizing, the bombshell revelations about her husband's alleged legal troubles have taken the drama to a whole new stratosphere. It's a saga that feels straight out of a soap opera, with lawsuits, accusations of fraud, and even whispers of financial misdeeds tied to the host's household. So what's really going on behind the closed doors of Sunny's private life? Let's peel back the layers of this absolutely messy situation.
Emmanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit.
The latest chapter in Sunny's public drama revolves around her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, a prominent orthopedic surgeon in New York. While Sunny was making headlines for her fiery takes on television, Emmanuel found himself at the center of a massive legal battle. He's one of hundreds of defendants named in a colossal lawsuit filed by American Transit, a commercial insurance company that primarily works with taxi and rideshare drivers. The allegations? Fraudulent billing practices and receiving kickbacks related to unnecessary medical procedures. The lawsuit claims that Emmanuel knowingly performed surgeries on patients who didn't need them, all while funneling the proceeds into what they describe as shady financial arrangements disguised as dividends. This isn't just any lawsuit. It's being pursued under the federal RICO Act, which was originally designed to combat organized crime. The accusations are serious, to say the least, and the potential financial penalties? Absolutely staggering. If American Transit's claims hold up in court, the damages could soar into hundreds of millions of dollars. And what's worse, the lawsuit alleges that Emmanuel's involvement in these schemes dates back years, suggesting a pattern of behavior rather than an isolated incident.
Actually saying that it's a money grab, and they're also going to countersue for millions of dollars, $5 million plus.
As if the allegations against her husband weren't damaging enough, Sunny herself has been dragged into the narrative. While there's no official word on her direct involvement, rumors have been swirling that she may have been aware of Emmanuel's alleged activities, or at the very least, turned a blind eye. Critics have been quick to jump on this angle, speculating about whether Sunny's outspoken advocacy for justice and fairness is at odds with what's happening in her own household. How can she sit there on national television and lecture others about accountability while her husband is facing accusations of fraud? One social media user wrote, "The irony has not been lost on the public, and the backlash has only intensified to fever pitch."
Some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures.
But if you thought Sunny would shy away from addressing the scandal, think again. True to form, she came out swinging, issuing a fiery statement in defense of her husband. She accused American Transit of targeting Emmanuel as part of a desperate attempt to distract from its own financial woes. This lawsuit is nothing more than a baseless attack by a near-bankrupt company trying to avoid paying its bills, Sunny said in a statement. She also alleged that the insurance company had deliberately used her celebrity status to smear her family's reputation, calling it a disgusting media campaign designed to intimidate and harass. And she didn't stop there. Sunny revealed that she and her husband plan to countersue American Transit for defamation, seeking millions in damages. Her response, while bold, has done little to silence the critics. Many are questioning whether Sunny's combative approach is helping or hurting her case. Some argue that by going on the offensive, she's drawing even more attention to the allegations against her husband. Others see her response as an attempt to deflect from the seriousness of the claims. Sunny's trying to spin this as a media smear campaign, but let's not forget these are federal charges we're talking about. This isn't some petty lawsuit. The accusations are detailed and they're damning.
But it does not look well when your name ends up with 200 people in a RICO investigation. This is the biggest investigation since Giuliani shook the tree and a bunch of mobsters fell out, right? This is big stuff. And so, and thank you for bringing that video. It sure is ironic that she's up there. So, but
the media frenzy surrounding the lawsuit has only added to the pressure. Tabloid headlines have been absolutely relentless, with some publications even speculating about the potential impact on Sunny's career. career. After all, her role on The View is built on her reputation as a sharp legal mind and a passionate advocate for justice. How does that image hold up when her own family is embroiled in such a high-profile scandal? It's a question that's been dominating discussions online, with fans and detractors alike weighing in. Adding fuel to the already raging fire are reports that the lawsuit is just the tip of the iceberg. Some insiders are suggesting that American Transit's legal action could pave the way for additional investigations into Emmanuel's business practices and potentially even Sunny's financial dealings. While there's no concrete evidence linking her to any wrongdoing, the mere possibility has been enough to spark endless speculation. Could Sunny's outspoken personality and high-profile career be painting a target on her back? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye?
Totally different perspective on this. I don't really know what happened with this. The facts will come out. What I have a problem with is the core of who this woman is. Unlike you, I don't watch The View, bro. All I do is see clips.
I mean, it's just like twice a day.
But here's all I hear from her. America's violent, America's racist, America's bad. Okay.
But here's where things take an even darker turn. Whispers are circulating that this lawsuit isn't just about money, it's about making an example out of Emmanuel and other high-profile defendants. Legal experts have pointed out that RICO cases often come with a chilling effect, used to scare others in the industry from engaging in similar practices. Emmanuel may not just be fighting for his own reputation, he could unwittingly become the face of a much larger battle in the medical and insurance industries. And let's not forget, RICO cases also allow for treble damages, meaning the financial stakes could triple if the court rules in American Transit's favor. This isn't just a legal battle, it's a potentially career-ending war being waged in the public eye. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay curious and keep the speculation alive. Speculation alive. Speculation alive.